Hey there, myth lovers, welcome back, where we dive into the strange, the unusual, and the downright bizarre. Today, we're venturing into the world of Greek mythology to explore one of the most powerful gods of all time, Zeus, the king of the gods. But we're not just here to talk about his mighty thunderbolt or his rule over Mount Olympus. Oh no, we're here to answer 10 of the weirdest questions you've ever heard about Zeus. Stick around, because question number 10 is by far the most bizarre and you won't want to miss it. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Question 1. Did Zeus really have a never-ending supply of thunderbolts? Or did he ever run out? Zeus's thunderbolts were indeed his most iconic weapon, symbolizing his immense power and authority over both gods and mortals. But how did he get an endless supply of these destructive bolts? Well, according to myth, the Cyclopes, a race of one-eyed giants, forged them for Zeus. After Zeus freed the Cyclopes from the underworld, they gifted him the thunderbolts as a token of gratitude. These thunderbolts were incredibly powerful and could shatter mountains, destroy armies, and even kill gods. So, in short, Zeus never had to worry about running out of them. He had a whole arsenal at his disposal, ready to unleash whenever he needed. Question 2. Why did Zeus disguise himself as animals so often? Zeus's penchant for disguising himself as animals is one of the most intriguing aspects of his mythology. This behavior was often driven by his desire to woo or seduce mortals and goddesses without being detected by his wife, Hera, who was notoriously jealous. For example, Zeus turned into a swan to seduce Leda, resulting in the birth of Helen of Troy. In another instance, he became a bull to abduct Europa, carrying her across the sea to Crete. But why animals? Some scholars believe that Zeus's transformations represent the idea that the gods are not bound by human limitations. They can change their form to achieve their goals. Additionally, these transformations often reflect the characteristics Zeus wanted to embody: strength, beauty, or even deception. Whatever the reason, these stories have added to the rich tapestry of Greek mythology, showing the length Zeus would go to satisfy his desires. Question 3. How many times was Zeus married? Zeus's love life was as complicated as his rule over the cosmos. Officially, he was married to Hera, the queen of the gods, but this was far from his only marriage. Before Hera, Zeus was wed to several other goddesses. His first wife was Metis, the goddess of wisdom, who he swallowed whole after learning that their child would overthrow him. From this union, Athena was later born from Zeus's head. He also married Themis, the goddess of justice, and had several children with her, including the Fates and the Seasons. Another lesser-known wife was Eurynome, with whom he fathered the Charites, or Graces. Despite his many marriages, Hera was his most significant and enduring partner. However, their marriage was anything but peaceful, often marred by Zeus's infidelities and Hera's vengeful nature. This tumultuous relationship is one of the central themes in many Greek myths, illustrating the complex dynamics of divine power and love. Question 4. Did Zeus ever live anywhere other than Mount Olympus? While Mount Olympus is most famously known as the home of Zeus and the other Olympian gods, Zeus didn't always reside there. In his early years, Zeus had a very different home, one that was far from the grandeur of Olympus. After being born, Zeus was hidden away in a cave on the island of Crete by his mother, Rhea, to protect him from his father, Cronus. Cronus had a nasty habit of swallowing his children whole to prevent them from overthrowing him, as it was prophesied. To keep Zeus safe, Rhea tricked Cronus by giving him a stone wrapped in swaddling clothes instead of the newborn Zeus. Meanwhile, Zeus was raised in secret on Crete, where he was nursed by a goat named Amalthea and protected by a group of warriors called the Curetes. Eventually, Zeus grew strong enough to challenge Cronus, leading to the epic Titanomachia war between the Olympians and the Titans. After his victory, Zeus claimed Mount Olympus as his throne, where he ruled for the rest of his reign. But it's fascinating to think that the king of the gods started his life in a simple, hidden cave. Question 5. How many children did Zeus actually have? Zeus was known for many things, and one of them was his incredible number of offspring. According to various myths, Zeus fathered more than 50 children, both mortal and divine. His children were often born from his numerous love affairs with goddesses, nymphs, and mortal women, leading to a diverse and powerful lineage. Some of his most famous children include Athena, the goddess of wisdom, who sprang fully grown from Zeus's forehead; Hercules, the demigod known for his incredible strength and heroic feats; and Perseus, the slayer of Medusa. But Zeus's progeny weren't just limited to heroes and gods. He also fathered many lesser-known figures in mythology, such as the Muses, who inspired art and creativity, and the Fates, who controlled the destiny of both gods and mortals. His many children played crucial roles in various myths, shaping the ancient Greek world in countless ways. The sheer number of Zeus's offspring highlights not only his power but also his far-reaching influence across the divine and mortal realms. Question 6. Why is Zeus often depicted with an eagle? The eagle is one of the most enduring symbols associated with Zeus, and for good reason. In ancient Greek culture, the eagle was seen as a symbol of strength, courage, and authority, all qualities that Zeus embodied as the king of the gods. The eagle was believed to be Zeus's sacred animal, often depicted perched on his shoulder or flying above him. According to myth, Zeus would send his eagle, Eidos Dios, to carry out his will or deliver messages to other gods and mortals. This majestic bird was also said to be a symbol of Zeus's ability to see everything that happens in the world, thanks to its sharp vision and high-flying nature. The eagle's association with Zeus was so strong that it became a common motif in ancient art, from sculptures and coins to pottery and jewelry. Even today, the image of Zeus with an eagle remains a powerful representation of his dominion over the sky and his unparalleled authority among the gods. Question 7. Did Zeus ever lose a battle? Zeus is often depicted as an all-powerful god who could not be defeated, but that doesn't mean he never faced challenges. One of the most intense battles Zeus ever fought was against the fearsome monster Typhon, a creature so powerful that it was said to be the most dangerous being in all of Greek mythology. Typhon was a giant, with 100 dragon heads that spewed fire and venom, and his very presence caused earthquakes and storms. This monstrous being was sent by Gaia, the earth, to overthrow Zeus as revenge for the defeat of the Titans, her children. The battle between Zeus and Typhon was epic and nearly ended in disaster for the Olympian gods. At one point, Typhon even managed to rip out Zeus's sinews, rendering him helpless. However, with the help of Hermes and Pan, Zeus eventually regained his strength, chased Typhon across the world, and finally trapped him under Mount Etna, where he is said to still reside, causing the volcano's eruptions. While Zeus ultimately triumphed, this battle shows that even the king of the gods wasn't invincible and had to fight hard to maintain his rule. Question 8. Did Zeus really start the Olympic Games? The ancient Olympic Games, held in honor of Zeus, are one of the most famous legacies of Greek civilization. According to legend, the games were established by Zeus himself after his victory over his father, Cronus, during the Titanomachy. The games were meant to celebrate Zeus's triumph and were held at Olympia, one of the most important religious sites in ancient Greece. Every 4 years, athletes from across the Greek world would gather to compete in events such as running, wrestling, and chariot racing, all in the name of Zeus. The winner of each event was crowned with an olive wreath, a symbol of peace and honor, and was considered to be blessed by the king of the gods. The Olympic Games weren't just a sporting event, they were a religious festival that brought the entire Greek world together in celebration of their shared culture and reverence for Zeus. Even today, the modern Olympic Games carry on the spirit of competition and excellence that the ancient Greeks first established, all in honor of their mighty god. Question 9. Could Zeus's thunderbolts create life? Zeus's thunderbolts are often associated with destruction and power, but in some myths, they had the ability to create life as well. One of the most intriguing stories comes from the myth of the Spartoi, a race of warriors that sprang from the earth after it was struck by one of Zeus's lightning bolts. In the story, Cadmus, a hero and founder of Thebes, was instructed by the oracle of Delphi to sow the teeth of a dragon he had slain into the ground. When he did, Zeus sent a lightning bolt to strike the earth, and from it, fully armed warriors emerged, ready for battle. These warriors, known as the Spartoi, fought each other until only 5 remained, who then became the ancestors of Thebes. This myth highlights the dual nature of Zeus's thunderbolts. Not only could they destroy, but they could also give rise to new life. It's a powerful symbol of Zeus's role as both a creator and a destroyer, wielding the forces of nature at his command. And now, for the weirdest question of all. Question 10. Did Zeus ever turn himself into a rain shower to visit a woman? Yes, you heard that right. Zeus once transformed himself into a golden rain shower to enter the locked chamber of Dano, a mortal woman. This strange transformation is one of the most bizarre stories in Greek mythology and reflects Zeus's relentless pursuit of his desires. Danae's father, King Acrisius of Argos, had locked her away in a bronze chamber underground after an oracle prophesied that her son would one day kill him. But Zeus, smitten by Danae's beauty, was determined to reach her despite the obstacles. He transformed into a shower of golden rain, slipping through the small cracks in the chamber and impregnating Dano. The result of this unusual union was the birth of Perseus, one of the greatest heroes in Greek mythology, known for slaying the Gorgon Medusa. This story not only illustrates Zeus's willingness to go to extreme lengths to fulfill his desires, but also adds a layer of strangeness to the myths surrounding the king of the gods. It's a tale that leaves many scratching their heads and wondering just how far mythological stories can stretch the imagination. And there you have it, 10 of the weirdest questions about Zeus. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on our next mythological deep dive. And let me know in the comments which question you found the strangest, or if you have any other weird questions about the gods that you'd like me to answer. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support fuels our passion for creating mesmerizing tales. You're awesome.